the Airwolf days, the beginning of the 70s, from the early 70s, you know.
A lot of nose candy.
Yeah, you know, it was unbelievable how it raced through the movies, you know, from craft service to props, to wardrobe, to producers, directors, actors, stunt people. It was all over, and it was out in the open, and especially in the studios. When I first got into business, and I was as pure as the driven snow. I never had a beer until I was 21. It was at Joe Athlete. To me, beer tastes like urine, you know, and looked like it. You know, that's the kind of person I was. And when I got in the movie business, everybody was doing it. So for a year, I went bananas, as you read in the book. Just up all night. And I just said to myself, you know, I'm sick of this. It's enough. And I was one of the few that was able to quit. And I wasn't really into it, but it was like at least 2-3 times a week, everybody would meet up. And that would be part of the parlay.
The Jan Michael Vincent thing with the closed set on Airwolf, I found that fascinating.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to relate in the book. You never hear about that stuff. That stage was nailed shut. They had 2 or 3 security guards at every door to a stage, and then inside. I mean, and you couldn't get in there. If you were working, they had a separate stage right next door where if you weren't needed right away, you'd wait there. It's a limited set because of, God bless Vincent. What a loss. What a tremendous athlete. What a good guy when he was younger. It's sad. And I've seen stuntmen like that. There's a lot of stuntmen that turned out that way.
Last night, I was watching a Jan Michael Vincent movie, White Line Fever from 1975.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really great movie. I had never seen it before. It was on Amazon Prime. And as I was watching it, I was thinking about your book. And I was thinking about Airwolf because I grew up watching that. And as I was watching White Line Fever, it was 75. I was thinking to myself, wow, I mean, he looks like a movie star in the movie, you know, and he's got a presence. He's good. And I was like thinking, wow, what a waste. You know, like you said that you saw him in Venice Beach, right? Panhandling like years later.
Yeah. I saw him probably 5 years before he passed away. Oh. And it was the saddest thing. It was very sad. His stunt double, Reid Rondell, passed away on the show in a helicopter accident. He was one of the guys when I first started. I was amazed how so many established guys took me under their wing, let me become their friend, because I was a completely outsider. Normally, when you get into business, you have to know somebody, you know, you have to be a relative. But these guys saw a lot of potential in me when I was a kid, and Reid Rondell and I became great friends. We used to exchange jobs. He used to call me up and, hey, I got 2 jobs today or tomorrow. One's a motorcycle job, one's a fight. I put your name in for the fight. I used to get work through him. His father was a very famous legend, Ronnie Rondell. I was up on the statue of Rima Williams, taking a break, just hanging out, just sitting down on the lady. And I had my walkie-talkie, and the stunt coordinator got on the walkie-talkie, said, hey, Lambert, you there? And I said, yeah, come back. I just heard there was a horrible accident back in California. And I said, what's that? And he said, Reid Rondell just died in a helicopter crash. And I say it in the book, I started crying. I couldn't work for a couple of hours. I got so choked. It's the first time I ever cried, a friend. It's the first time I experienced crying for a friend in my life. And I couldn't stop. They had to you know, hold off for an hour or so until I got myself together. It was a shock. It's a shock. He's a great guy.